Hey, what's happening guys? It's Mark back in the workshop on Mark's Aquatics. Just given the bench tank a nice big water change. Hello guys, while I'm here, let's give them some bloodworms. Not really. I don't like bloodworms first thing in the morning. Don't like them, but these guys do. There's all the rainbow fish. Everyone else is getting fattened up, all waiting to get bred, all waiting for their turn to have babies, and all good stuff. Anyway, I thought what we'd do on this video, guys, is that we'll have a quick look at the koi, I think, and because I've just taken the covers off, and everyone's nice and healthy. Had a nice winter and over. Temperatures in there, it's probably still about 9 degrees, 9 to 10 degrees. So we're just below feeding at the moment. So I like to wait till it gets to about 10 to 11 degrees before I start feeding, and then I know that food's going to start to be digested in their little tummies, and they're not going to get sick with a bit of a clog up of food. Because as you know, or if you didn't know, when it drops below 10 degrees, they don't like digesting food, and it just sits in their little stomachs, and it just rots in there, and it gasses them up, and it can be nasty. Okay, so make sure it's above 10 degrees before you feed them. So I thought we'd pop over there and we'll have a quick look at the koi now. The covers are off, and then we'll shoot off down to my local fish shop, see what they got in stock down there. It's always exciting going down there, seeing what they've got, what people have bought back in, new breeding projects, things that I can do, things that I can get up to in here, and we'll go from there. Those little tiny eggs that you saw from the dwarf neon rainbow fish, they're about to hatch. Now I'm going to do an update on those guys on Sunday. Okay, I'm starting to see little beady eyes and things looking at me from out the egg, so it's getting a bit interesting, getting a bit close. Taken 6 days nearly to get to this stage. They're not a quick hatcher like tetras are, where sometimes 24 hours and they're out. They're a little bit longer, and but anyway, tune in for Sunday for that video. It's going to be an interesting one. Anyway, let's shoot off to the koi and then down to my local fish shop. Let's go. There they are. Look at those guys, all looking lovely and healthy. Here they come. They've heard my footsteps walking to the edge of the pond. What I will give them, I can chuck in a little bit of bloodworm, see if that gets them going. They do love a bit of bloodworm as well, and it's not going to be much food. That'll sink to the bottom. As you can see, they're still nice and slow. Not very active at the moment, but stunning colours nonetheless. Look at that. Beautiful colours coming out on those. My waterfall's playing up a little bit. I've taken the covers off, and I think a couple of those oak leaves that you can see, which have fallen off the trees, has gone down my surface skimmer and clogged it up slightly, so I'll have to get in there, take the pump off and clean that out. But that's no major issue, and it's a job that I always do anyway first thing in the year, make sure there's nothing gone down there and clogged it up, so we get a nice flow rate and oxygenation going down into the water. They're all looking lovely. We're starting to smell those. That one on the bottom there is just starting to find those few little bloodworms, and that's going to be fine. Like I said guys, make sure it's right above 10 degrees before you start feeding them the pellet foods, and when you do start feeding them first thing in the spring, make sure you give them wheat germ, garlic, stuff like that, and that's going to boost that little immune system up. Okay, because we haven't been feeding them all the way through the winter, and their immune systems are a little bit low. And obviously don't go piling food in your pond, because your filters are going to be low on bacteria as well, so you're going to make those ammonia spike in your pond or your big aquariums or anything like that, if you keep them outside. Some people do, but they're all looking beautiful at the moment. That little one there used to have orange patches on the bottom. It's gone black now with a white tail. Look at that. And that's happened over the winter, and I've not really seen them much during the winter, because they tend to go outside underneath the covers, where you'd think it'd be colder out there, but it's actually, they prefer it out there for some reason, so they hide underneath for most of the winter. That one there's gone lovely goldy colour, but that's the one there I'm referring to. Had a big orange patch on its back and one on its head, and now it's gone completely black with white fins, so that's going to make an interesting fish as it grows up. Hello you guys, nice to see them all healthy. Right, let's shoot off down to my local fish shop, and let's see what they got down in stock down there. It's always interesting, like I say. Let's shoot off in a car now. Hey, what's happening guys? We're back into Maidenhead Aquatics down at Pew's Garden Centre, and they've got some stunning blue electric rams there, look at that, and some pistos as well. Absolutely beautiful colours. Some little balloon rams up here. They're cute little guys. And some, look at that, some of my favourites there, the old gold rams. There's some lovely ones there, and they're not far off breeding as well. Look, some of those you can see the males there and the females apart, with that higher dorsal fin on the males. But they're nice and chunky. You put a pair of those in a tank, they'd be breeding within a week. What's up here? Crebensis, some nice albino crebensis, and some red liner pistos. Look at these guys, absolutely stunning. We've got this, the old gold super colours there, the pistogrammas, and some of the long fin variety of rams there as well. Look at the electric blues, they're a pretty little fish. And look at that, you cannot beat a lovely shoal of clown loaches whizzing around. Look at that, absolutely beautiful, in amongst all those angelfish. Loads more angelfish up here. Everyone looking lovely and healthy. Got some nice pencil fish over here as well, look. The old hockey stick pencil fish. I've bred those guys in the past. And some black line, the old black line tetras there as well, look. There you go guys, if you're just familiar with my last video that I put up with the marble hatchet fish. These are the silver hatchet fish. Now these actually grow a bit bigger, but they are absolutely stunning. They're around probably, I'd say maybe 2 inches in size now, which is a really nice size. You don't often see them at that sort of size, so if I was you guys, I'd get down here and gobble them up quick, because they're not going to last long. And there is a nice shoal of maybe 15 or 20 in there. Absolutely beautiful, look at that. Silver tip tetras, another one of my favourite fish, absolutely gorgeous. Look at those, you imagine them in amongst a load of bright green foliage, and those colours will absolutely pop, they really will. Stunning fish. Now these are a popular fish apparently at the moment, these high fin albino cherry barbs. I might have a go at breeding those guys. Let me know if you fancy me having a go at breeding them. They're a bit small, but they'll grow out in time. Wow, look at that guys, there's all the tetras and different things, just one bank of tanks in this shop, and it just keeps going and going and going. Look at that. We'll go down this way and we come across all these amazing Malawis. Look at that, all the different labs and different ones there. Some stunning fish in amongst this lot. Let's go in and have a closer look. Hello you guys, the old red zebras. They all think I'm going to feed them. What else have we got down here? Got some little Fontosa down there. Look, they're cute little guys. They look stunning in a nice big rock aquascape. Some of that crushed coral sand on the bottom there. In amongst boulders. There's a big chap up there. Look at that one. Hello you. Beautiful fish. Little Tropheus, little fairy cichlids. I've always fancied keeping these guys as well, the old shell dwellers. Look at that, they're beautiful fish. I might start off a nice little tank of those. They're lovely to breed. They go in the eggs, lay the eggs in the shells, and before you know it, you'll be inundated with them. Fantastic little fish. And for all of you guys that like goldfish, check that lot out. Absolutely amazing display of goldfish. You've got all kinds there. Rykins and different ones. You've got the fancy small goldfish in there as well. We've got the old telescopic eyes. Ranchus. Some really nice colours. Look at those guys. Stunning. A nice big 10-foot display tank. Full of different cichlids, peacocks. You name it, it's in there. Look at that. Oh, there you go, guys. This is something you don't see every day. Baby seahorses. Look at those guys. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. There's some more at the back there on the seal. Shows you how small they are. They've got lots of copepods in there for them to eat. And they were hatched out here. Look at that. There's a lovely one. And a darker one there. Beautiful, look at that. Wow, look at that guy. The old wasp fish. Oh, he's cute, look at him. Little boxfish, little yellow boxfish. And next door we got some troublemakers as well, look at that. A couple of dwarf lionfish here, one of them looks like a young volatan. Amazing camouflage. Another one down there. And another wasp, look at that guy up on the top of there, look at that. Waiting for his next victim. Here we go, we can't go in a shop without saying hello to Dory. Hello Dory. Beautiful fish. Absolutely stunning. Mr. Pufferfish. You don't want to go sticking your fingers in there with, look at those teeth on that guy. He'd give you a nip. They got some squirrel fish in there as well, look at that. Big, big eyes. Just shows you they're from deep water, hiding out in caves. Very moody looking. Lovely fish, isn't they? Here you go, guys. There's a lovely big tank full of gold barbs there. Look at those. Little bars of gold everywhere. Tiger barbs up there, the albino tigers, platinum tigers. Checker barbs. And we'll come around to this tank. We've got the albino ruby sharks. Some red tails. Oh no, they're rubies, sorry. And the albinos. Hey, these tanks just keep going on forever, look at that. There you go, there's a fish you don't see often, the African arowana. They got head more like a chub, which we get here in the UK in our river systems. And you don't get those lovely bright colours that you do with the other Asian arowanas. Still a beautiful fish, mind. And what have we got down here? Look at these chaps. Wow. Well, here's a right little beehive of Exodon paradoxus. The old buck-toothed characin. Buck-toothed tetra. These guys are actually scale eaters. So you can't have them in a tank with anything else because they will literally pull it apart. They're fin eaters as well. They'll eat your fins off your other fish. So as you can see, they're very, very busy in amongst themselves. Stunning colours, but they can only really be kept on their own because as you can see, they will even pick out the weakest ones of their own kind. If they see one that's weak, they'll They'll munch down it in seconds, they really will. They're like little piranhas. And talking of piranhas, my God, that was my mate Josh. He works down here. He just fell in, and look at that. It took him to the bone in seconds. Absolutely fantastic fish they are. I'm only joking. He's feeding the fish somewhere around here. We'll have to bump into him in a minute. Look at that, beautiful big guys. Get a couple of those and breed them, eh? They're not hard to breed. I've been taking lumps out of each other, if you can see on the backs on some of them. That one there said a right munch, but they do this in the wild. They'll take lumps out of each other and they'll heal within literally a couple of weeks. A whole bite out of one's back there, right in the middle of the screen there, and that will be healed again within probably a week, 10 days. Absolutely amazing at healing, these guys, because they live in packs and they're always bickering, and now and again they will take lumps out of each other through aggression or just mistake their mates for a bit of food. Like that poor guy. We've got an absolutely stunning selection of discus in at the moment. Look at those guys, absolutely beautiful they are. And we've got some more this side as well. Look at the markings on those, absolutely beautiful colour. Best discus I've seen in a long time. There you go, down in this tank we've got a load of pictus catfish. Big long white antenna, whizzing about, looking for scent and food in the water. And we've got some albino clown knifefish in there as well, look at that. They're pretty fish. But they grow big, guys, so make sure if you get any of these kind of fish, you're going to have to get a 6 foot plus tank, because they will grow to 2 feet. Believe it or not. Some baby piranhas up here. Beautiful colours. Little red bellies. And look at this little tank. We've got some beautiful baby silver arowanas up here, and some peacock bass as well, some baby peacocks, which are very, very popular here in Wales. A lot of guys keep these big predator tanks over here, and they put these in. They're going to grow up. They don't look much at the moment, but when they get to about a foot long, their colours will absolutely pop out. They really will. Look at the beautiful colours on the arowanas. They got that little blue and orange spot there just at the back of the gill case. They're absolutely stunning condition. Make sure you keep a tight lid on those tanks with those guys as well, because they do jump out the water for food. They must have got some beautiful fish in, they really have. I could spend all day in here. There you go, guys, got some giant African fan troops there, look at that. Fantastic they are. Remember Vlad, the big one I had? Sadly he passed away. You can see they're putting their little hands out into the water, getting those particles in those little gloves, and then passing it to the mouth. Those plex are pushing him out of that hole, look at that. There you go, look at that lot. Some Amano shrimps, amazing algae eaters, clean up crew. And you can tell the females from the males if you look at their lines right there. Females have got long lines there, and the males have got spots, and there's a male there, there's a male and female together. Look. See, they've got the longer lines and the males have got the spots. That's how you sex them apart. Look lovely on that moss ball. Well, there you go, guys, there's a clown knifefish down there. Look at the size of that guy. That shows you how big they get from those little babies. So be advised, if you're going to buy one of those, make sure you've got a big tank, or you're prepared to get a big tank later on. There's big cichlids in here as well, look at that. And some nice Oscars down the other side. Anyway, I better get back in my car and go home and do some breeding. All this is too much fun, but I'm not doing any work, so let's get back up to the house. Well guys, I thoroughly enjoyed it down there. Absolutely wonderful little hour or so down there, just doing some filming for you. If you're ever down that way, down in Cardiff, Pew's Garden Centre it's called, and it's a Maidenhead branch. Check them out, got some lovely stuff down there. All great guys, and really helpful down there as well. Anyway guys, as always, you're all stars. Look after yourselves, take care, and I'll see you on the next episode of Mark's Aquatics. Bye for now.
Just me and my